Sebastian Vettel is a German racing driver, currently driving in Formula One for Scuderia Ferrari. He is a four-time Formula One world champion, having won the championship in 2010, 2011, 2012, and 2013 with Red Bull Racing. He is among the most successful F1 drivers of all time. He is one of only 4 drivers to have won 4 or more drivers' titles. He is contracted to remain as a Formula One driver with Scuderia Ferrari until at least the end of 2017. In his first year driving for Red Bull in 2009, Vettel finished the season as the youngest ever World Drivers' Championship runner-up. The following year he went on to become the youngest driver ever to win the World Drivers' Championship, aged 23. In the same year he helped Red Bull win the team's first World Constructors' Championship. He followed up his first championship with 3 more titles, becoming the youngest double, triple and quadruple world champion in Formula One. The 2010 and 2012 titles were decided in the final round. In 2010, coming out on top over Fernando Alonso and Ferrari in a 4-way title battle at Abu Dhabi, whilst in 2012 defeating Alonso and Ferrari again by 3 points. The 2011 and 2013 titles saw Vettel dominating the seasons and wrapping up the titles early. Vettel left Red Bull Racing and ended his long-term association with the company after the 2014 season and signed a contract with Ferrari for 2015, after activating a clause to terminate his Red Bull contract early. After his winless 2014 season he returned to winning ways in his first Ferrari season, being the closest challenger to the dominant Mercedes cars and winning 3 races. Vettel has held numerous other youngest Formula One records, among them, the youngest driver to have taken part in an official practice session of a Grand Prix, to score championship points, to lead a race, to win a race and to secure a pole position. He is also currently in 4th place among all-time race winners. Early in personal life, Vettel was born in Heppenheim, then West Germany, to Norbert and Heike Vettel. He has 1 younger brother, Fabian, and 2 older sisters, Melanie, a dental technician, and Stephanie, a physiotherapist for disabled children. Vettel suggested in an interview that he was terrible at school, but earned his abitur at the Starkenberg Gymnasium High School in Heppenheim with a respectable grade. He has said that his childhood heroes were the 3 Michaels: Michael Schumacher, Michael Jordan, and Michael Jackson, and mentioned that he wanted to be a singer like Michael Jackson, but realized that he could not as he did not have the voice. Vettel is also a fan of the Beatles, collecting several records, including Abbey Road and his favorite song being Drive My Car. In an interview on Top Gear, Vettel stated that he was a fan of British comedies such as Little Britain and Monty Python's Life of Brian. Vettel lives in Thurgovia, Switzerland amongst other racing drivers, and is a fan of German football team Eintracht Frankfurt. Vettel has described himself as competitive, private, and impatient. Vettel also appears in advertisements for Head and Shoulders. Vettel provided the voice of character Sebastian Schnell in the version of the movie Cars 2 dubbed for German-speaking audiences. Vettel is in a relationship with Hannah Prater, a childhood friend. In January 2014, Vettel became a father for the first time with the birth of his daughter, Emily. In September 2015, Vettel became a father from the second time with the birth of his second daughter, Matilda. In 2015, Forbes estimated that Vettel's annual income was $33 million. On the Formula One circuit, Kimi Räikkönen, his Ferrari teammate for 2015 and 2016, is a close friend. Vettel also shows to have a good friendship with fellow drivers such as Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Nico Rosberg, with whom he repeatedly showcases a close, humorous friendship. Early career. Junior Series. Vettel started amateur karting at the young age of 3.5 and began racing in kart series in 1995. At the age of 8, having shown early talent, he was accepted into the Red Bull Junior team at age 11 in 1998, and kept on winning various titles, such as the Junior Monaco Kart Cup in 2001. In 2003, he was promoted to open-wheel cars and won the 2004 German Formula BMW Championship with 18 victories from 20 races. Having impressed in his first season of auto racing in 2003, Vettel was given a chance by Derek Walker to test a Reynard Motorsport Champ car in a 2-day private test at the Homestead Road course. In 2005, he drove for ASL Mock Motorsport in the Formula 3 Euro Series. He was placed 5th in the final standings with 63 points, winning the year's top rookie honors. He tested the Williams FW27 Formula 1 automobile on the 27th of September as a reward for this Formula BMW success. He then went on to test for the BMW Sauber team. He drove for Racing Engineering in one race of the Spanish F3. 2006 became a busy year for the 18-year-old racing driver that included being promoted to test driver for Sauber in Formula 1. Despite a competitive season with several victories, it did not yield any championship. Vettel finished as runner-up in his second season in the F3 Euro Series, behind series leader and teammate Paul Di Resta. He also made his debut in the Formula Renault 3.5 Series at Misano, where he was promoted to second, after the original winner Pastor Maldonado was disqualified at the next round at Spa-Francorchamps. However, his finger was almost sliced off by flying debris in an accident, and he was expected to be out of racing for several weeks. Nevertheless, he managed to compete in the Ultimate Masters of F3 at Zandvoort the following weekend, finishing in 6th place. He also set the third fastest lap time, and it surprised his ASM team boss Frederic Vasseur. The Vasseur said, "I was impressed for sure, because at the beginning of the week I was sure he wouldn't race, but he showed good pace from the first practice session. I can't imagine he's 100%, but at least we know we can be competitive in the next F3 Euro Series round at the Nürburgring next weekend. That's important." Vettel competed in the Formula Renault 3.5 Series in 2007, and took his first win at the Nürburgring. He was leading the championship when he was called up to Formula 1 permanently. His seat was taken by Michael Ammermuller.